All right, we'll go over this. Fair warning, preemptively. A lot of the rest of these bosses really come down to a lot of it. There's not much I can do about it. So most of it comes down to self. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for here?
Preservation?
No.
No.
It's like your
Everybody's just gotta do their
personal
part.
responsibility. Yeah.
Everybody
It
do their fucking job.
is what it really comes
fair.
down to. Like especially Resuvius, really, it's a tank and spank with extra fucking moving parts. Um, we walk up. Priest does the MC on Skull. Taunts Resuvius, pulls him into the corner. Mage gets crazy threat on him. None of the melee past the threat table of the mage, and I mean that's really it. It's a tank and spank. If shit goes south, mage runs the targets the spot to reset him. Everybody else runs off to the side. Uh, Lip, run. Don't run in his pathway when you're going to reset. That's like one of the most important things because he will randomly just one shot you if you're standing in his path and he runs over top of you and you're in his melee range. Other than that, it's pretty simple. So, also, Eisen, I seen that he does not mind soothe when he does invis pot. So that's all. So that was cool to see. You don't have to do that. So goes in, turns around, taunts, instantly goes out. Taunt timer right here. They do a lot of extra shit with like marble. I want to keep marbles up as well. There's no reason not to. If something happens and he goes to hit one of our melee or something, that 25% reduction on his hit chance is pretty massive. So there's no reason not to. If you have them, try to keep them up. I'm not going to be like doing a specific calm or anything of that nature. I'm mostly going to be letting the priests and the mages talk because that's really what it comes down to. From what I know, mages, it's Yubu's going to be the lead mage in terms of holding the ignite. He's going to have a pre-built combustion to have pretty much 100% crit. He's opening with a fireball. As you see, Len is the main tank for this one in terms of mage tanking. His fireball must go out first. And it's 2 fireballs from what I know from all the mages, and then you Scorch. You don't start out with Scorch. You start out with Fireball. Pyroblast takes too long to cast, so you don't use those. And as you can see, his Ignite is insane.
Is
and
just,
then
a lot less mana intensive, which we won't have a lot of mana.
Yeah. And then
you're keeping it up.
we will have full bop assignments for the first shout. The first shout, each paladin will be specifically assigned to a mage to bop so that you don't take any damage from the disrupting shout. Please do not fuck that up, paladins.
Don't bop me.
True. Yeah. Correct.
Normally bops
Correct.
Me, just don't bop me.
I'd say it's probably for the best not to, because if it does have a freak accident where he breaks right in that second or during that bop, then yeah, he's gonna just start tapping melee behind him. So 100%
repeat what paladins get fuck up, please.
Bopping their mages when it's called for. Except for Yubu's the only mage that shouldn't get bopped. But and then
just in case, right now, build a cancel aura macro for a specific fireball you're gonna be using during the boss. To cancel
which
aura,
he'll be hiding during that shout. So
yeah, but if he's bopped, then he won't be on the threat table at the top anymore.
Yeah, which he can be spamming it while he's running, while he's hiding. Yeah, because I'm gonna call for bop your mages is what I'm gonna say. So reactively, you probably will get bopped. So definitely a good idea to have a cancel macro in a fireball and just as you run to hide, just spamming it. That works too.
Just don't.
That works too.
Leave it up to me to fucking like, be spamming fireball in a weird
that'll just be unholy.
No,
Yeah.
no, never.
I'll just put
This
everyone
whole-
else in their normal
Yeah,
assign.
Holy
so I'll
Fab's
Yeah,
great. He always bops me. This is the only time he
Yeah,
won't.
I'll
Yeah,
take that
yeah,
off
yeah.
the assignment sheet. Smile.
He can bop me any other time.
During
Just not this.
Well, I have a special macro specifically for him, so I just won't use
he
it.
has
Yep.
there's two weak auras on here that are pretty important in terms of a caster. This this one is important for everybody. This taunt one for Resuvius, and this one right here is the how much damage a disrupting shout is going to do to you as a mana caster. If it's green, that's how much damage it's going to do to you. When it's red, you're going to die. So when we go to reset, as you see, he comes all the way over here. They're dropping target dummies. They're trying to save this fight in terms of dropping target dummies, Priest getting another mind control, and getting a taunt off and pulling him back into the position that's correct. If we can, that's great. Most of the time, if it gets super cooked, we're not going to be able to, and it's just going to have to be a reset angle. So he comes all the way over here. He's top threat by a million. So
is he just moving back?
he has aggro, and it's super fucked, and then they didn't get it again, and now the reset call is pretty much getting called, and he just runs over. And
Is he moving back to the reset spot once he runs out of mana? Like, is that what's happening?
no. As soon as the taunt fell, he insta-turned, blinked, and dropped all of his mana.
Okay.
So
just when the mind control falls and it's a reset.
yeah, so he's here. He's at 1,000. Everybody pretty much should be starting with half mana. There's no reason to be any higher. And then he comes here. He's hiding. For the disrupting shout, goes back in, casts another fireball. And he's going, and then I believe it breaks like right around here. He gets the aggro indicator. He insta blinks. He was already at only 500 mana, so they're dropping target dummies. They're trying to save it, but in the end it fails.
Does
So
anyone have that aggro weak aura?
just about 90% of my healers
I
do.
do.
I know that. So that one's super
Also,
important.
he's using an offhand.
Yeah, he's using an offhand. You can use Nifty Stopwatch as well.
I'll just pop a swiftness pot. I'll just keep that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
that
gonna
works too.
not gonna be able to use anything else. So.
Because he had the Skull of Impending Doom for his offhand for the extra movement speed, which for the most part, target dummies plus fucking the blink is enough. Like you're not. And
I'll
then
just swiftness pot and
they do the same thing. This is if you have to reset, and then they go in. Same thing. Exact same thing. The only thing you don't have now is the combust preemptive, which is a lot of free crit to make sure that he gets it. But otherwise, you just have to let him land it and go from there. Because he's respect to have like 20% more threat and all that. So. And this one's super clean.
I'll also be hit capped. I'll have over 100% crit chance. So really, the only way it could go wrong in the beginning is if Eisen says that he gets resisted on the taunt or the mind control. Even if I get resisted, it's still just go for it. And then whoever is the mage that gets the ignite, you're gonna be playing
The game that he would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's really not scary. The more you watch the videos, like there will be so many dummies dropped. You just have to be aware that you're the one. I think we all have the weak aura that shows who the ignite is. So.
Yep. And now this one he ran over way early, and why I'm not sure. Just because he could, I guess. I don't know.
Because he saw his threat was 92k, and that like, the boss
Yeah,
would
it
die
doesn't really
before
matter. Yeah.
They would even get
Yeah.
close to it.
So, and then they actually
Yeah.
The fastest
he even calls for like drop ignite, the whole 9 yards. Like there's no reason to keep it up, and then they just kill it and it's good to go.
Yep.
So pretty self-explanatory.
Just It's really, honestly, not hard if we just.
If something does happen in this scenario, it is usually in the last like 10 10%. I'm probably just gonna have everybody just dropping target dummies just so that he doesn't leave and run after the mage, so that we can just finish and kill the boss. Because I don't really want to
Yeah, 'cause we'd
reset
have to
if he's down that
overlap
low. So
the taunts from the
yeah.
the initiates, whatever.
Now,
Can,
go ahead.
Can you talk about the bops again? Like you were saying, we use bops on mage.
Yeah,
On the first
the-
shout or something.
the first
when do
shout.
we do that?
We have to keep we have to bop the mages for the first shout because the shout is completely physical, and that bop completely negates the disrupting shout, so that the mages can keep the ignite rolling.
You can lip it.
And
too.
then the second one, all the other mages will be lipping to keep that ignite rolling. Is
I see.
pretty much the game plan. That's pretty much it. Other than that, this is from a melee point of view. Now they do, they kind of have a rogue as second, kind of, but not really. Then the mage builds the ignite. This is the one we're gonna be watching all the rest of, but it really is just a tank and spank for the most part. In terms of melee, you just have to stay below the mage, and you won't just randomly get one shot. So pretty easy fight, but sketchy as fuck because it's all reliant on it.
If we're running out and you have to dump mana, class buffs are the
Yep.
way to do it fast.
If it's
Yeah.
going after the mage, then like once the boss resets, he's not going to target anybody, so you can just like you'll always be further behind than the mage. Or
Yeah.
else he's going to be at the stairs.
Now, yeah, if we do have to run and reset anything like that, as you can see, when it gets really low, they just drop all the target dummies. If we have to run and reset, do not stay in his path because he will just randomly one shot you if you're in his path on the way through. If you're in his melee range, you have to be dropping your mana. Everybody should pretty much be starting the fight at 50% mana. There's not much healing going on. There's some DPS on and off, but nothing too crazy. If we have to run, popping class buffs is the fastest way to drain your mana. So like Prayer of Fortitude on a class or a group or whatever. Arcane Explosioning, whatever you have to do to drain your mana the fastest is what you have to do in case of a disrupting shout going out as he's running by you to run after the mage. Any other questions involving Resuvius?
The ranger just line of setting at the top of the ramp, right? Every shout.
You can
You
either
should just like step over a little bit.
you
and
can
like,
either line of sight there, or you can line of sight behind the priests along the wall. It doesn't really matter. Wherever you want to line of sight is completely up to you. Kind of depends on where the boss is tanked too.
Yeah.
But if you're standing where the
There is
priest is, you're LOS. Or the priest
He
is
has
dying too.
He has a weak aura that shows how much the shout will do to you.
Yep.
And it will be in red if it's going to kill you. I'm not sure what that is. I'll see if I can look it up and find it.
Should be like disrupting shout.
Yeah.
also just your remaining mana times 2
Yep.
is the damage it deals. So
It's like weird at certain points. It's like triple at certain at like in certain points it's at double. It's usually like more towards the double side.
My God. It all reset? Holy
yeah,
fuck.
it resets this whole room. And then I think there's just the mobs around the next corner.
Yeah. That's actually insane. I didn't know it reset the whole fucking room. My God. Oh my God, there's none there too? What the hell? Yo, that's crazy. Usually there's like 3 patrols here. What the
Oh,
fuck?
the mobs there are absolutely dog. I would like almost
I-
refuse to fight them.
I've killed them so many times on softcore.
The skip is we used to do the skip but not do the skip on Spider Wing because it's just a few skitterers that wasn't saving too
Yeah.
much time. But like this,
Like
such
these
big
mobs are
skip.
way more
Wow.
dangerous than skitters.
These
Well,
mobs will kill you.
ideally, we don't have to fight those packs. So that's the game plan. To do both of those skips at the same time is the game plan. So to do the noob trash skip as well as the post Resuvius trash skip as well. I really don't want to fight those. It saves a lot of time if you don't have to kill all that trash. And it's way less dangerous.
They are
So.
super deadly. There's so much AoE.
Now, for Gothic, it is probably the biggest joke of a boss inside of NaXX
With world buffs, 100%.
with world buffs. Now, there are two sets. There's two sides. There's the living and the dead side. In the picture, you'll see this is the living side. So I'll be standing in the middle. This is now going to have to change probably. An OT will be standing here. Mobs spawn on these platforms. A lot of the priests will be on this side. All of your casters will be on this side, and then some other healers. Warlocks, you have your blueberries out. You guys park them in between, kind of in front of the healers and range. Not too far, but like a decently farthestness away, so that the chargers, when they charge, they always charge a blueberry. Otherwise, you can get one shot as a caster. So for the most part, you want to just stay. Everybody needs to stay behind the blueberries because they will charge the closest mob to them. So, and then dead side, all the healers will be on the backside. No casters go over on this side. And then the OTs stand at the. Pretty much all the melee stand right in here in this area. There's a bone pile here, and then there's a bone pile all the way over here. They spawn some of them, but they're nothing like too crazy. For the most part, you want to stay on this side, and then meet the mobs, intercept the mobs when they start coming towards you, so that you interrupt the arcane explosion and stuff like that. Some of these mobs do like a cleave, do a little bit of a charge.
Are those
Face some.
bones for the bonfire?
Hmm.
Boo.
Yes.
Fucking
Boo.
cringe lord. So this is the pathway to go to Four Horsemen. Then there's a bone pile here, here. There's one back here to the left, and there's two more behind him. It pretty much pre-pop greater arcane. Stone shielding is pretty important during this. They do a lot of damage, quite a lot. These mobs. So as
Nice.
a tank and a melee on this side, there will be like. I don't think we keep any melee over here. We might keep like one or two melee on the live side,
Yeah, it's usually a good idea.
but
I got a question
ideally,
too about.
so
I was looking at the like just healing wise, like it was like, because this is from purpose sheet that we pull the assignments, and they had like mostly priests and living. What was the reasoning for that?
I'm assuming it's
Shackle.
Shackles.
it's for the shackle,
Okay.
but in reality, we really shouldn't have to shackle at all.
Yeah, but you should do it.
But
if,
it's
You
possible.
kill too many like
Yeah.
horsies or whatever too fast, you can really fuck over the
Yeah, on dead side.
dead side. It will just get crushed.
Yeah, it
Horsies.
pretty much you kill things on the live side. They go in and then they get teleported over to the dead side and change what they are. Trainees do an arcane explosion. The Death Knights are like the most dangerous, I believe, or is it the horse?
Horse is the
Uh,
least dangerous. It just does an AoE slow.
And then
Yeah,
there's it's the Death
they fucking
Knights.
hurt.
It's the death.
They do a
Knights,
cleave, yeah.
definitely. You
Pretty
gotta
sure they do a
disarm them.
cleave.
So.
Yeah.
They can also be stunned
Mhm.
and disarmed.
All
and
CC over
melee
there
should be
works.
using like greater stone
Intercept.
shields.
Yep. Melee should be greater stone shielded and
Like if there's a trainee coming into the group, you can intercept it. I know trainees are the top priority because they do insane AoE damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they touch the healers, it's gonna be really bad.
Then it's the Death Knights.
I mean, this is why we shackle, is to make sure that we're not sending them over too quickly.
Yeah, which
'Cause
for the
there's
most
a delay, right?
for the most part, we really shouldn't ever hit because I mean, you see it. Death Knight has 16k HP. It's nothing like too crazy. They're not like 100k HP mobs, you know. It's like
It's just bad when you get
yeah,
stunned and then
Yeah.
they run to the healers. There should always be somebody at the pile,
yeah,
like to the south.
ready to pick them up.
Yep. And then the other two tanks are just like kind of chilling between the range stack and the other two corner piles on the north.
Yeah. Spectral Death Knights have a mana burn, a Sunder Armor, and a Whirlwind. The Riders have Unholy Aura, Unholy Frenzy, and Drain Life. So you gotta kick the Drain Life.
Pretty simple. You just kill them as they come over.
Yeah. Horses last.
If we have to, it's a it's the farthest one. It's the one all the way over here to the left side is the one that gets shackled. We really don't shackle any of the other ones. It'll be this one right over here. The OT2 spot where Youth was supposed to be standing, but I'm assuming he will not be on Monday. So, other than that, it's a pretty simple fight. I really can't give you too many details on this fucking fight. I've DPS'd this fight like 2 or 3 times, and I've tanked both sides, and I didn't know what to do with myself half the time. So I was just like fucking. On this side, I was just intercepting shit, killing it, taunting it, facing it away. Like when in doubt, face it away from the raid. That's pretty much what I have to say. If you're a warrior or a tank on that side, it's
Yeah,
pretty.
I've never done it with world buffs.
Yeah,
because
with
you
world
usually
buffs,
just
it's
win
a
it in
fucking
softcore
joke.
there,
So everything dies. Like
Do these come back or
what?
is that
No,
the whole
no.
thing? Okay.
This is like all the. I mean, it's similar to Neff, but he doesn't resummon them. Then
Okay.
after a certain amount of time, he'll spawn in on the main side. He'll spawn in on the live side, and main tank will pick it up. And then after a certain amount of time, the gates open. Doesn't he also teleport over to the dead side?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And then the gates open.
Does he take? Not always.
Gates open at 20% HP, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't always do the teleport. I don't know how the tanking works on the dead side. Like if you're just standing there, if he just picks up the threat, or
No,
Oh,
yeah, I think you have to taunt him, or like I think he wipes threat when he goes
Yeah,
over. So, you
so-
can just like
Yeah, you
build
don't.
theirs.
You don't. You don't.
so one of my main,
We'll see.
one of my tanks on the dead side will just have to pick him up. Then we'd move in. Nothing
Double
we
world
haven't
buff
seen
defenders.
here. All pretty simple stuff. We've all seen the ghouls and these, and then gargoyle packs. Then we're headed into 4 horsemen. Now, 4 horsemen becomes quite complicated. You start getting marks. Each horse does marks. Marks do shadow damage, and they stack constantly. Don't eat more than 3 marks unless said to. If you're a tank, you can eat 4 marks, and then the 5th one you have to shield wall it. So, I did post a whole fucking spreadsheet. I posted a whole document on the game plan for 4 horsemen for the tanks anyway. In
Also
terms,
GSPP the fifth
we
mark, and you'll live.
correct. There are, if you do read that, there are specific times to save your GSPP cooldown and all of the little finicky things in terms of 4 horsemen. Pretty much 4 horsemen comes down to DPS check on top of tanks and healers rotating correctly. We will be doing a lot of practice in terms of 4 horsemen tanking and healing rotations, and I mean even DPS rotations for the most part. Healers, you guys are moving every 3 marks, so mark 1, 2, 3, and then it resets back to 1, but it'll be like 4, 5, 6, and you go around in the circle and move to the next boss every 3 marks. So that should keep your timer correct, and you should never have to sit in the safe zone as a healer. Now, when after Thane and like Mograine are dead, you should just sit in the safe zone. There's no reason to still rotate to Mograine and Thane. You just stay in in the correct spot.
You
We
still
will-
imagine yourself going.
Yeah,
through them,
you still
though,
imagine
because-
yourself going because you cannot fuck up the rotation.
I mean, you can. Yeah.
You still can. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. But
you could just be healing yourself.
yeah. So Thane, his first boss, I will be on Thane. He'll be tanked in this left corner. He does a meteor, just like the AQ40 meteor. Healers, casters on Thane. You guys kind of will go and group up right in like this tile right here. It's pretty much
do
where
you
you
want us
guys
to
sit.
pre-walk up?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm just saying, like, the casters don't have to run all the way in. You guys can, like, stack, like, right here, like, right on that mark right there. Because I'm going to be pulling Thane all the way into this corner. And then I'll run Thane by you guys and run him into the
But you have
corner.
to stay stacked because meteor.
Yeah, so the casters, it's just like AQ40. All the casters need to be stacked together, and the melee need to be on his ass, all stacked together. You know what's weird is like, apparently he can't put it on the top threat, or else I'd just fucking die.
Oh, the meteor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either way, but Thane gets pulled here. High-load Mograine is the second boss that we'll be killing Thane first, then Mograine, then Blow, then Zeliek. Mograine will be tanked by Trick. He'll be pulled into this right corner over here, all the way into the cubby. Blow will be tanked by Blurry over here in this left corner. And Zeliek will be tanked by Lonely in the back right corner over here. Right here in this square, right in front of the 4 horses, that is the safe spot. So if you need to, when it says safe spot on the sheet and everything, that is where you are going. When you're going, and then I think we'll be able to see everything from this point of view. But
I think that the main tank can get meteored, right? I think it's just similar to AQ40 on the.
You'll be fine.
You just have to make sure the melee stack is close enough to the tank.
We'll be nice and close to you. The horse's hitbox is really small, so.
yeah, either way, if I die, I die. Whatever. Anyway.
And it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Then it wasn't meant to be.
all
die.
all of these bosses can be disarmed. The most important one to be disarmed is Mograine. Mograine is probably the hardest hitting one out of all 4 of them. When we initially go in, 4 out of the 6 of my tanks all have reels, so make sure you have reels equipped, and we are starting with the taunt and the reel activated because it's only like a minute cooldown on reel.
Yep.
There's no reason not to, and to guarantee that
Every time.
4-piece fucking tier 3, whole 9 yards, dual wield off rip to get a lot of initial threat aggro, and then you can go sword and shield. Every time you eat a mark, it halves everybody's threat, so you are aware of that. It is something that happens. Don't rip threat from the tank, please.
That's only if you get hit by the mark of that mob.
Yeah, of that
You'll
mob.
lose the threat of that mob.
Of that
or
boss,
half
yeah.
the threat.
Thane will be death wishing at 70%, and Mograine will be wrecking at 55. That is the game plan. We need to kill Thane and Mograine. We 100% have to kill Thane before we leave. There's no doubt, no question asked.
Yeah, you're not allowed to leave until he's
We
dead.
cannot leave until that man's dead. Now, ideally, we kill him within 3 marks. Because the first mark goes out in 30 seconds, then it's every 15 seconds another mark goes out.
He will be shield walling though. keep that in mind. Like
Correct.
The boss will.
all of these shield
shield
wall at
wall.
50%.
Yeah.
Then there is a 20%. There's a 20-second cooldown of shield wall, and if you don't kill him within that 20 seconds, he will shield wall again at 20%. So that's the idea behind Death Wishing at 70. Push him into shield wall, and still have Death Wish to finish to get him into execute phase to kill him. Oh, these triples.
Then you wreck.
Oh,
Doubles.
this is horde.
is
This is
alliance.
lines. Okay. Anyway, then we kill Thane. We move from Thane over to Mograine. At 55%, we are wrecking Mograine. And in a perfect world, we kill Mograine in 3 to 4 marks. Now, after we kill Thane, I will be immediately moving over to Mograine to relieve Trick. All the melee should go to the safe spot and let the next mark go out. Then go on like right after a mark goes out. You don't want to eat a mark walking in, because then you just wasted a lot of time walking into the boss and eating a mark.
It depends on the kill time of thing, because like theoretically they could just run with you, assuming
Mo-
the mark time is good.
but it's just safer to just go to the safe spot, wait for a mark to go out, and go. Is pretty much what I'm depicting. Our DPS is good. We're gonna have 1 hours when we do it. They don't have that much HP. They're just very finicky in terms of everything being specific. Like
This is my boss
600k
you
HP.
Definitely want to intercept. So
Is Lonely going to be relieving you on Mograine if needed?
I don't know. I have to look. Probably, but I don't want to have to be relieved.
After he gets relieved by youth, because then he goes to the safe
But
spot
I
and
think
waits
so.
for you. Because
No, it's blurry.
okay, it's gonna be blurry. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
off
so
of below.
Lonely's gonna relieve me.
Yeah. Lonely goes to below.
Gotcha.
Like every boss has like 600k HP. Tanks will also have fire res buff. We're gonna be pre-getting fire res buff, whole 9 yards when we go to this, because Mograine hits like a truck and does a ton of fire damage. Walks in, max threat. They do a lot of cleave shit here, which isn't a bad thing, but then Thane, like everybody needs to be stacked pixel perfect, and then the casters are over here, all stacked together back there. Did they not even pop anything on this? Their DPS is just that high.
I mean,
Oh, now they death wished. Okay, they death wished at 40%.
they probably did it a little too late. But
Only 2 of them death wished. Only 2
might be
DPS
saving it
death
for
wished,
Mograine.
but yeah, it's very possible.
Because
This-
the boss is shield walled right now, so like, why would you?
Yeah.
wreck?
There's no reason to wreck Thane, in my opinion. Just death wish should be plenty, because you get the 30-second first mark. Because now he's at 2 marks, and boss is dead.
They do have
Now,
the same DPS though.
yeah, which these guys are all fucking gressled, fucking pissed out of their mind. Like, did a mark just go out?
The only reason to wreck would be to guarantee that he dies before the second shield wall.
Yeah, which he should. Then they all go in right to Mograine. These guys have enough DPS. This is like not the best fucking not the best one, but I mean it died at a good timing where a mark pretty much went out as they got to the boss, so it wasn't a big deal. They don't even pop wreck, do they? Probably not. So right now he's shield walled. They're at 2 marks. I mean, yeah, they kill us before 4 easily, but this isn't the best example. These guys are fucking giga geared, but you see the healers.
So,
Healer
fourth mark
here.
fucks you.
4th is
die.
tankable. 5th is rough.
Okay.
Fifth and
Yeah,
you're
if you're going to eat a
popping.
fifth, you need to GSP.
Yeah, you need to read GSPP if you're going to eat a 5th. So then we move into blow. The whole tank rotation, all that is completely separated. But when you're running between them healers, you guys are here. These void zones spawn periodically on anybody in his vicinity. So they can spawn here, they can spawn here while somebody's running in. So when you're running into the boss to DPS them or running out, you have to be super careful and not just fucking brain off, run through, and make sure you are watching your feet.
Can I say something about this?
Their hitbox is exactly what they look. So don't think that it's not bigger than it is, but don't finagle it very specifically. What?
I have seen one of these void zones spawn over on Thane as like the pull was starting. So be careful going into Thane. I've seen it happen. I've had a softcore wipe because Blambo decided to put one as they were getting pulled and going to their corner, put one on the range stack over by Thane.
Oh. Pay attention to your feet at all times. Now, as a DPS warrior or rogue, you guys need to be fucking pixel stacked on top of each other. In this scenario, if I was a DPS warrior, I would be as close to this void zone as I possibly could fucking be. And everybody should be like on the farthest side, away from the in and out zone, so that when one spawns, it picks hopefully the DPS, and then you just move over. You don't want to trap yourself. Like, if one spawns here, then you're fucking here, and now to leave, you have to go all the way the hell around here and be in the back. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Like, I don't really like tanking blow facing that way, because
it's just because you want to kite him towards there. If you need to.
The problem I have with that is I've seen it where blow gets out too far, and now it kills your healers over on fucking Zeliak's side. So, personally, I prefer you going this way. There's no reason not to go that way, right?
Or you could get it too close to the safe zone, and now you're hitting the safe zone with this one.
Seems very unlikely, though, no?
I've had that happen, too.
Well, that's softcore. I don't really care about your softcore shit all the time.
The theoretical still apply.
The biggest thing is not getting too far, getting too close to Zeliak is very important. To not get too close to Zeliak, because Zeliak is the longest horse, because he's pretty much a ranged only fight. So,
yeah, it's the last
like,
one killed every
if
time.
this is where you should be standing, if you are a DPS warrior in this scenario, standing all the way in here, everybody here, instead of a void zone spawns, you just move over. Like, everybody over here is fucking retarded. Anyway, just my opinion.
NaXX is a god, so.
Correct. Yep. Like, and then void zone spawn, he backs up just in case it's on the melee stack. Smart. But if he gets out any farther than this, he's gonna start hitting fucking Zeliak healers. So, I don't know. I don't really care. Just keep him in the fucking good spot. And then you run over here, stand in the safe zone. Zeliak, he does a Holy Wrath, does a Chain Lightning. It's kind of like the Cthulhu Beam. If you are in melee and you are told to go into Zeliak, you only go in right after a Holy Wrath is casted. And you walk in on this specific line. You walk in on this side, go against the wall, and walk in along the wall so you don't chain lightning all the way over to your casters over here. It's the exact same as the Cthulhu Beam. See, there's Holy Wrath.
I'd say it's a little bit more like the boss in ZG.
Same thing.
Yeah, but
it's the same spell.
It's the same. It doubles the damage every time it jumps. It's the same thing, pretty much. So it doesn't. Whatever. It's the same fucking thing. But the problem is that the ZG boss isn't scary. Cthulhu is more scary than the ZG boss. Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to be scared?
Now, like, usually it's like 1 to 2 melee max on Zeliak. And then the casters are over here. They can cast. You have to be max range and make sure you don't get too close. That's...
The range on his Holy Wrath is 35 yards, so if you're...
Yeah. Warlocks, it's super borderline. It's like...
No
just long
warlocks.
enough. Yeah, warlocks. It's
Yeah, no-
rough.
No, warlocks.
Pretty much
No
Alright, so
warlocks
my-
just don't.
When
So
I'm getting relieved for Zeliak, am I walking the same path that he's walking right now to head
Yes.
to Blammo?
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
you like normally you'll go in, go to the safe zone, and then leave from the safe zone. Pretty much.
Okay. Just double checking.
Like if you are melee ever going in and out of Zeliak, that is the path you take. And you always want to go in and out right after a Holy Wrath if you are a melee. And then casters, you guys just go straight, as you can see, straight up over this. You don't want to go too far to the left. You don't want to eat a mark on, well, you don't want to eat a mark on below, but you just kind of go in right on the right side here.
Zeliat can die really slow. It's not
Yep,
really mana intensive at this point anymore.
Yep. Now it's just healers continue your rotation and tanks relief when needed. DPS warriors go in every once in a while. I believe it's every 2 marks, 2 to 3
Everyone's
marks you
logging
switch.
off.
Yeah, like people just log off at this point too. Sometimes some need to stay on the DPS, but
And like if you're a backup tank, you should be like waiting for your turn.
Yep.
So don't log off or go AFK.
and it's lenient, the safe zone. It's not that crazy where it's like, oh my god, you know, you
you
have
can
to be
see
like
how spread out
yeah,
they are. They're not even a pixel.
Yeah, as long as the bosses die in their corner.
in their correct corners, you're fine. But at this point, it's just a slow DPS heal fight and good to go.
Like if Blamo's about to die and he starts running towards the safe spot, he cannot die. He needs to be
Yeah, he
guided
needs to
alive.
he
Yeah,
needs to
everyone's
stay
alive,
in that corner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like as long as he dies behind this pillar, like if you drew a
Touching the
line,
wall.
if you drew a line, like he can't. I'm pretty sure that line, like if you draw a line right here, Blow can never go past this line because what happened in a purpose one is Blow got way out here, and then somebody, I think it was Garfo, took extra blow hits and then died over on Zeliak's side when he was healing Zeliak. So, or running
Ours
to
almost went
Zeliak or whatever. So
Really bad. The video's still up on Tribune Stream. He kited it. You could see him kite it too close, and Demi couldn't go in because he had an extra mark. And
Yeah.
it almost went really bad, but someone else went and picked it up. It's still live, that video. I was watching it. It was super sketch.
you have some
He got him
leniency
way
here,
too
but
close.
in a perfect world, the tank just tanks him like fucking here the whole time, pretty much. A lot of the videos I see, they turn Blow and put him like the tank stands here and the horse is here, face like his ass is to this wall, and then you just kind of can kite him around this pillar a little bit, but you just have to make sure you don't go too far. Which, for the most part, from the way it holds out, I pretty much should be the last tank on every single horse when it dies, except for like Zeliak. For the most part, like I'll be the last on Thane. I should be the last on Mograine, and I should be the last on Blow. The only one that's not is Zeliak. It could be on anybody. It doesn't really matter. But with Zeliak, it doesn't really matter.
6 tanks at that point,
Yeah.
rotating in and out.
Yeah, just rotating in whenever somebody is out of marks.
After every third
So,
mark.
so that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just a coordination fight, tank fight, and healer fight. So DPS, just don't kill yourself eating extra marks like a bunch of dumbasses. In terms of Blow, listen to the calls. If we're at 3 marks and I think we can kill it, and you eat a 4th mark as we kill it, you have to Greater Shadow Protection Potion as we run out, because it's very possible you're going to eat a 5th mark on the way out. Ideally, we don't hit that, but
Should also be running out in defensive stance.
yeah, you also mitigate damage running out in defensive stance. So as you're running out of like 4th to 5th, you won't have shield wall.
You're wrecking.
But as a tank,
I'm gonna
the
work on Thane Probably.
The weirdest the thing that's weird is as a tank, I've never seen it happen, but every time a mark goes out, it halves your threat. So if you come in, if a tank comes in, relieves you, and you leave like before you and that tank both eat a mark, and you go to the safe zone, and the tank eats another mark, and it halves his threat, and then you didn't get half threat, it can be dangerous, but I've never really seen it happen. Just make sure you eat a mark with that tank as you leave. So like you should have, I think normally you have 4 marks as you walk in, as you walk out as a tank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You get relieved during the third.
yeah, during the third, and then the 4th mark goes out. He should have it, and you're leaving. So then we move into Saf. Frost Res.
Sorry, we didn't talk about the healer rotation at all. Is there
Oh,
anything?
true.
Yeah. One of the most important parts.
Be right back.
There, so in the 4 Horsemen, you're split up into 4 groups. So there's 3 healers per group, and like Anna, Jork, Tokes, they're all starting on blow, so they all go up to here to blow, and to the sheet you can see kind of how you want to start on blow. You want to try to keep running in on a circle. You want to try to like run in. You want to keep kiting it in a circle, but you want to try to keep this left line clear so that the DPS can run in and out. You pretty much want to keep kiting in a circle around here. Fuck me. Why can't this be bigger?
As you're healing?
Well, if you get a void zone under you, you have to move.
Oh, okay.
So otherwise, like, I don't. You can't all stand together, because if you all stand together, and one void zone goes out, then everybody has to move, and then nobody's healing the tank. So you don't want to all be standing on top of each other.
Stand avoid zones with the partner.
Yeah, you want to be like staggered so that you can maneuver yourself and not die. If a void zone spawns underneath your feet, you have, like, when you're on blow, you have to be super careful and be paying attention to your feet and not just staring at frames or staring at your DPS meter and shit like that. Like, if you're tanking it, you got to be staring at your feet while like also paying attention to marks. It really does come down to a lot of fucking it's a lot, but and you keep cutting in a circle, and then like Tay, Axe Holy, and Holy Woman would be starting on Zeliak, which is they'll run in and go. Now Zeliak's gonna be kind of kited to the corner. I don't really know because I'm not a healer. If they just like, obviously you have to stop and heal. Obviously you have to stop and heal as you're running to the spot. Like as fucking Lonely's kiting Zeliak to the corner, you're gonna have to heal him.
They're the only ones there, so like if a chain hits them, it's not gonna like
Yeah.
kill them.
I don't really know how to explain that one to them for that one, but like Mograine, you guys can just fucking go right to the right side and just fucking park your ass there.
Is Lonely in here?
Yeah, he was anyway.
Yeah, Lonely. When you're picking up Zeliak, don't like beeline it to the corner. Like, take it a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll probably walk
do a
with the
couple
shield
back
just to
pedals.
mitigate a little more.
100%. But like, do a couple back pedals before you strafe. And like rotate that so you don't outrange the healers.
Yeah, I would say
Healing and running as a paladin, usually really good, really easy, you know?
Yep.
Definitely no hard cast there.
Yep. Well, you have to like heal and then move, and you have to keep moving. So
I know.
that's
Zeliak just doesn't
or
hit very
maybe yeah, like Zeliak and Blow do not hit very hard. Mograine hits like a fucking truck. Yeah, like disarming as you guys are running to your spots is huge. Maybe the play is the priests kind of hang back and heal him. Paladin just fucking beelines it there. You know, and then
you get your renews up and a couple
yeah,
of heals
power word shields, and you should it's not it's not a very healing intensively fight. It like the marks do most of the damage in here except for Mograine. Mograine's different, but Mograine hits like a fucking truck. So
And we're gonna practice this rotation.
yes, multiple times. Well, like we're gonna be practicing this Monday probably.
Okay.
Because we'll have plenty of time after buffs and everything. I don't fucking understand the 2 and 3 going here. I really don't. So I don't really know why that's even there. But anyway, purpose things, I guess. So
What are you looking at?
the fucking 2 and 3, I don't understand that. I don't understand why it says 2 and 3. Like, there's no way the healers from green are going to 2 and 3 to Mograine. That's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Hey,
So
okay.
I think the
sorry,
1, 2, and
I'm
3 are
here.
Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. Those assigned healers leave to those areas.
There's no way
So-
Mark 2
okay,
and 3
wait,
are
wait,
going
wait,
this
wait.
way. That's the stupidest thing
You
I've ever
guys
heard
hear-
of. Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
can
guys-
hear you.
Okay, sorry, I just got back. Few things. One, the void zone in the top left corner. Healers have to either stack or do a combination of splitting. But they have to be at least like, I don't know, I guess 5 or 10. Same thing like Cthulhu, where you have to be 10 yards apart. Obviously, it's a very small zone, so 2 or 3 people can stack in one area, but you must keep an eye on the floor. The 2+3. So if you look at the rotation on the bottom left green, it says number 1. Blue is going to be starting at number 2, 3, and 4. By the time some of these bosses should be already be killed, so most likely healers 2 and number 3 are already going to be in the safe spot. 2+3 going to red is only for an emergency case, but red should be already dead by then. So I don't see the reasoning
Yeah, I
behind
don't-
them
yeah.
going to there. But it's just a precaution. 2 and
Yeah.
3 should already have like 0 stacks also. However, yellow is the most difficult part. I think I might be jumping the gun, so if you need me to stop, please let me know.
No,
right now.
we kind of discussed Zeliak a little bit, and I wasn't really sure because I had never healed it, so I didn't really know what the game plan was
Okay.
for going to Zeliak off
Sorry,
pool. Pretty much.
Can I pause and ask a question
Yeah,
before
go
we
ahead.
go to
Yes,
yellow?
sure.
Yeah, go
Send it.
So just to understand, on a green, the basically first mark goes out, the first healer moves up to Plummo, right? When the second
No,
mark goes out.
wait for Holy or whoever is discussing in comms to rotate to tell you when to go. He will go ahead and say, Mark 1, move. You, if you are Mark 1, you move. If you're Mark 2, you move. If you're Mark 3, you move. Just wait for him to say it.
You should move every mark,
That's
right?
called based on the first mark, right? First mark goes out, he's gonna call Mark
Yes,
1 move.
but
and
the
then
reason
move,
why
right?
I'm saying that is because just in case, if everyone's on the safe spot and we're all assuming that we're rotating, just like hypothetically, but our boss is dead, you still have to wait for that call.
Yeah. Yeah. You still have to like imagine that you're
Yeah, your job's
moving,
not over just 'cause
even
you're
if
in a
you,
safe spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think I didn't understand. Like, then Mark 2 comes, Mark 3 comes, and like that's when Thane is gonna die, right? So you were saying Marks 2 and 3 don't need to go to red, but Mograine wouldn't be, like, even the melee is not at red yet, so why wouldn't number 2 and 3 go towards?
Hey man, I do pog rating. I see
Well, 'cause
red
there's-
die like literally the first boss. So and also this is what was it? I forgot the guild's name, but this is someone else's layout.
This is purpose, but this
Well,
is
the
like
Zodiac
how
healers would
I
be
see
moving
it.
to heal
This
Mograine.
is how, like, this one makes more sense to me than this one, to be honest. This one has like
agree.
the nice things for like void zone pathing and like melee pathing and like where you stand for Zeliak, but like this part doesn't make any fucking sense to me, and I like this one better. So like
I like
This
the one
is-
that you just
yeah,
increased.
this one is so much better in my opinion. I like this one
I
just
mean,
for
it's
the
well
void zone vision, and then I drew the melee line so that the melee know where to go. So fucking get rid of that one. Anyway, okay. Let's stop the confusion here.
I'm also
Yellow was the next
following the
one. Sorry, go
melee
ahead.
line, correct? When I'm pulling Zeliak
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
you're
Like-
being relieved, you're following the red line.
No, I mean like when I'm pulling Zeliak in the corner, I'm following that same line, right? I'm not like taking him up on the starting pedestal and
initially?
like through.
Initially?
No, because there's nobody
Yeah.
up there with you, so it doesn't matter. You're the only one up there. You and the 3 healers
Let's
are
look.
the only people
Hold
gonna
on.
be there.
Hold on.
Right.
Let's see this.
Because I didn't see how Zeliak got pulled at the start. I think he pulled him around that corner like he's doing right there, but
You just pull him straight.
Fuck.
Yeah, you just go you just beeline it there. You don't need to take.
Yeah,
the
I
wall
don't think
path.
it
You're the only
matters.
one there.
Yeah.
The wall path
No,
is
I
just
won't
so you don't chain the ranged when they're.
Oh
starting to
nope,
do
he
damage.
went around the right side. He went around the right, like this right. You can see him, right here.
Yeah, so he's just going
Yeah,
slightly around.
just boom,
door,
straight over to
not
the
up
yeah,
the
just not up the stairs. That's too long of a path.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
curious. Okay.
Yeah, you just don't need to take that secondary wall path. That melee are gonna
Yeah,
be taking.
you don't have to go all the way to the wall. You just fucking straight to the corner. Yeah.
But when youth comes and relieves you, then you're gonna take the red
Yeah.
path, so you don't chain the healers.
Yeah.
And
So the top right corner, who's the one who's going to be stating rotations? I'm assuming Holy.
Most likely, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry
cool.
to interrupt. Apparently, there's a rend going out. If you check the rend drops channel, this one seems a bit more legit.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So put this into better perspective. So Anna,
So,
Jork, Tokes, they're all starting up here on Blow, and then Taeax, Holy Woman are all starting over here on Zeliak, and then Elric, Kia, and Jeth are all starting here on Thane, and then the other three, Hib, Quizzy, Holy Fat, they're all starting here for Mograine, and then the numbers after your name are the marks you're moving on. So Anna's moving on mark 1, 4, 7, which is I don't know how he's gonna call it yet. I don't know if he's gonna reset after 3 back to 1, or how he's gonna do it. I'm not sure on that one. But if it was me, I would go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, because that makes the most sense in my brain. But Anna will be starting here on Blow. And then Mark 1 is called. He moves over to Zeliak. And then Tay is moving over here to the side, to the safe zone, over to Mograine. Hib moves from Mograine to not Blow. Thane. Now, Thane, if Thane's dead, you just stay in the safe. I don't give a shit. You can still go over to... If you want to, if that helps you continue your rotation to just still move to the spot, even if somebody's dead, that's completely fine with me. And you just have to heal yourself because the only damage you're taking is the shadow damage from the marks. And then Elric is moving from Thane to Blow, and then Mark 2 goes out, and then everybody named Mark 2 is rotating clockwise around to your next spot. And then Mark 3 goes out. Mark 3 healers all rotate around the square. And then you're back to your original. And then, Anna was on Zeliak. Mark 1 goes out again, or Mark 4. He's moving to Mograine. Now, if Mograine's dead, he stays in the safe zone, or he can still go there. I don't care. But you just have to make sure you still continue the correct rotation so that our healers don't get cooked on anything of that nature. So... Did that clear it up some? A little bit better with this diagram over the other one? I know the other one was very confusing somewhat. So
essentially, we're each catching one mark and then being told to rotate, or
the only time you're catching a singular mark is the first one. After that, you should be taking 2. 3.
Okay.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, 3.
Basically, you get 3 marks on one boss.
You move to the next.
Get 3 marks on that boss, move to the next. But it's just you have to stagger the healers
So there's
that,
always 3 healers. There's always at least 2 healers, and then the third one's coming in.
Gotcha,
So
that way, okay.
So there's
so horny.
Yeah, one healer is moving every single mark.
Mm-hmm.
There should always be a rotation on a mark at some
But
point.
as for leaving a boss at the 3rd mark, the only exception is Mograine. You stay for a 4th to kill it.
Herald's up.
Oh, go Cup, go.
Oh, I'm so bricked up.
Okay. So the only questionable part healers that you have to be ready for is when Zeliak is the or the top right corner or red is the final thing that we have to kill. Rotations. Oh, grats whoever just got that.
Big Rend.
Oh god, yeah, I'm so horny.
we're gonna need to state our names because those marks we're gonna get hit by it. So, for example, if I'm the only one or 2 other people, including
Oh
myself,
yeah, and
are in the
everybody
top
knows
right
when you get
corner,
hit by those marks.
you must state your name and that you need a rotation. Because I've seen a lot of people in Petri, especially healers, die,
Yep.
or especially tanks, die because people stood there a little bit too long. We became complicit. And I think in total, since I've been raiding there for like a year, we probably lost like a good 20 people. That's a lot to that one corner.
Yep. Because
So if you got 3 stacks, state your name and that you need to be relieved immediately. People should be already in the safe zone and ready to relieve.
If everybody continues the exact rotation from the beginning, like if everybody's still continuously rotating, you should be completely fine. There should always be a new healer going in, but not always the case. But
Best case scenario, Turtle should be able to fucking say, "Hey, we need a relief for this guy." Fucking who is
No,
it?
it has to be holy.
No, he's gonna be
Turtle's
busy.
gonna be doing his own thing, dude.
I should.
The tanks and healers are doing completely separate things, and we're gonna be having different.
In a
calls.
perfect
Yeah,
world,
he'll definitely call it out.
Holy Woman's gonna be fucking
I agree with
jerking it off over there. Yeah.
And if you're like a DPS, like, just don't talk at all during the boss fight.
So I shouldn't say that I'm bricked up?
Only on the poll.
Correct.
Only on the poll.
You can't say it, but you can show us that you are.
I'll post a picture of my nipples.
Calm down, campeon.
All right. Any other final questions? We'll definitely be able to go over more in depth when we're doing the rotations in person. Makes it a lot easier to be able to visualize it better. But
If somebody has like a really good video of just that part, I'd love to see that because I
Probably
feel like
Glaive
I'm sure Glaive has a video of it. Is a healer
It
POV.
should be the most recent one.
It's easy to find DPS POVs, but not so easy to find healer POVs. But Glaive probably has one. So okay. Move into Saf. Get into the big boy fights. Yeah, boy. I have to find that fucking video. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me I lost the video. Don't tell me. All right, we're good. Got it. So they kill 4 horsemen, and then they move into Saf. Saf, Froster's Gear, Juju Chills, Moist Talettes. There is a quest to do in Strat for Moist Talettes. Macro it into your abilities, and you spam the shit out of it, and it can remove a curse off of you so that it relieves some of the curse. I don't fucking know how to. I don't. Should have been an English teacher. Then I wouldn't know words.
it can take away some of the pressure from the healers having to do it, or the decurses.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, pressure. That was a hard word. Anyway. When we walk into Saf hits like a fucking truck. He's the hardest hitting boss in NaXX. In the game. Harder than Patchwork. I hate to break it to everybody. He hits harder than Patchwork. From what I've been told, I am dual wield. So be ready to lay on hands and be on pull. It is pretty nasty to have to do that, but I mean I will be in my full mitt gear and hopefully not dying. Ideally you guys have around 100 to 150 frost res. We'll be making a ring for everybody. Legs are really good. Cloaks are pretty good. I'm working on a lot of these things.
There's a wand that you can get.
the Baroness wand is 10 free frost res. Everybody's going to be stacked on the one side. I will be facing the boss directly away from the initial doorway. So right where Star is where I'm going to be going. He does a chain cleave. That's a full frontal chain cleave. So it's a full front, like 180, draw a straight line in front of his body, and he can chain cleave from there. And the chain cleave will one-shot just about any clothy that gets chain cleaved. He also does tail swipe, so he's just like Oni in terms of that. If you get tail swiped, you'll get sent to the back of the room. Not the end of the world. He like his hitbox is massive. Make sure like max melee range.
That's gonna hit him like right
Like yeah, like he's hitting all the way back here. I will be stone shielded, whole 9 yards. Don't pass me in threats. They death wish early. Decursing is #1 priority if you're a mage or a druid. Like it is the most important thing. These blizzards are fucking nasty. They do big time slow and they do a lot of damage. If you're in it, get the fuck out of it.
It does like 3 times more damage
yeah,
than the one on
it does a ton of damage. Then when he goes up in the air, he gets parry hasted into oblivion. So when Saffron comes back down and lands, I will be shield, and
you need to make sure you have also inspiration continuously on you.
Very possible. I'm probably gonna last stand on the pool on the fucking land too, because there's no reason not to be. She hits you like 4 or 5 times as they land. You're supposed to perfectly like pretty much you split this room in half, and we want to stay on this half of the room. Melee kind of all you want to spread out. It's about a range of 10, so that you don't get hit AOE from the ice blast.
What's this half of the room? I can't see your fucking cursor, dude.
Well, just split it in half. Just split the room in half. Front like.
We're only gonna be on one side.
Yeah, from everybody's gonna be stacked on the left side of the room, and then split the room down the center. Is pretty much what they do. And fully spread out. When she's in the air, she'll cast ice bolts on random people. It hits the person and does an AoE effect of 10 yards. Heal the person that's in the fucking tomb, please. As well, if you're around them, you'll also get hit pretty hard. We'll have ice deflectors. Now is a very good time to use your ice deflectors when she's in the air. Do not move early to these ice tombs. She does 4 ice tombs, and then she drops the ice bomb on the. That's 5. Okay, it's 5. Now I will be moving early to make sure I get behind one, because if I don't get behind one and have to Petri, we're in trouble.
Well, you just Petri and then you retitans.
That's not the problem. I have 0 threat. No, it does not.
It does not get wiped.
It does not get wiped. No, it does not. Now, you stand here. There's still a good amount of AoE damage going out. Does some pulsating still. So make sure we're still healing. Healers kind of try to fill out. We'll kind of have some positions based on try to keep healers in between and have your respective groups near you. Renews are very king during SAF.
During air phase, you do not touch the wall.
Yeah.
You touch the wall and you get
You don't. So this wall back here is super fucked. If there's an ice tomb on this ledge and you go behind it, you're dead. So
yeah, because then it doesn't recognize the bottom
Yep.
part of it, like the floor.
Do not go up there, please. And then you have about 6 seconds to run behind an ice tomb. If you're not gonna make it, fucking Petri. Don't be weird. Like, just get behind it and fucking Petri, man. It's not hard. Bomb hits. You can see web developers right here. He's going to be taking it. Try not to be anywhere where I am, because that chain cleave fucks. Like, she's here. You have to be kind of, like, try to stay as far away as possible. And then he's Sword and Shield pretty much from here on out. He has an amazing threat lead. A lot of raid damage going out. That's pretty much all the fight is. It's a tank and spank with a lot of extra shit going on, but
DPS pop greater cross protection on cooldown, basically.
yeah, we'll pre-pop
like
it.
At the end of the air phase.
Yeah, we'll have it.
Or during.
It will have it pre-popped. You'll have ice deflectors to pop during air phase is, I think, the best time to use it, to be honest. It's like a little on use. It's not a trinket. It's none of that. It's just a normal consumable. Yeah, like they didn't get a single blizzard, so don't expect that. Expect to have to move out of it.
You can watch the last one. They got blizzards in the last NaXX.
And
The last video from Raid Chat.
I posted up in Raid Chat.
We'll definitely have like there's no reason to not be popping marbles on fucking Saf either. Like we're at the end of the game. There's no reason to be saving our marbles anymore. I'm assuming it's this one.
Greater Marks of the Dawn.
Yeah, anything you fucking have is shit we should be sending for this one. So is this? I think this is the most recent one, 3 days ago. So
yeah, this is
Nobles. Nobles, while people are running to the tombs.
What'd you say,
Heal-
Mango?
Keep an eye on the blizzard when it starts happening, and keep an eye on the bottom right corner in this video. You might be able to see what happens to me there and what you're not supposed to do, and I'll explain my actions behind it if needed. Also, I'm assuming we're going to be cheesing this boss priest, so you might want to get separate bars ready. You're going to be focused on healing your entire group with Renew rank 5 and Prayer of Healing rank 2. That's the easiest cheese in this game to get rid of this boss.
see now, that guy being right there is fucking is rough. That's sussy as fuck. That is so close to that lip. Oh, Oldo! Oh shit!
Yeah. I think he almost died like 3 times in this. Fucking guy.
Everybody gets behind. Easy money. You're chilling. He goes in. He's fucking. Yeah, he's fucking a little transmog on. But
all right, this is it. This is where things get really fucking wonky. Just a reminder, the blizzard moves.
oh, there's Glaive. Yeah, the blizzard will pick somebody and it'll continuously keep following them too. So
yeah, you need to get the weak aura or whatever that shows that blizzard is following you, and then you go away from your groups or from other players.
It's a little hard because we're all.
And there's that blizzard, and then it's coming into the melee group most likely.
Chasing weak aura.
If you could post that up, that would be really good.
Okay, it still didn't get.
People were just putting it in guild chat.
Still didn't get the fucking. Didn't get it on the melee stack. Fucking lucky motherfuckers.
There's a clip of Glavestorm getting 2 blizzards on him, and he pretty much insta has to Petri.
Yeah, can happen.
It'll tick for like 2
Yeah, it
days.
hurts. And after Saf dies, the blizzards are still there. Don't be like the Horde and sit there and stare at loot and die to the fucking blizzard after Saf dies.
It is a good time when we kind of like mention Petri's here. Everything on this fight is Petriable. If you find yourself in a bad position.
Except it's not all Petriable. The only thing that is not Petriable is the AoE effect of the tombs. So in here, hold on, let me find it.
The splash damage.
The splash damage from the tomb. So in this aspect, Oldo gets hit by a tomb, right? This guy, if he's in a Petri, still gets hit by the tomb by the damage. This guy still gets hit by that AoE effect when he got frost bolted. That's the only thing that's not Petriable. Everything else is. So if you spread out from somebody and you're low and you just Petri over there, you'll be completely fine. But don't Petri next to somebody and then they get the ice bolt and then then you die to the AoE effect. That's the only thing that's not Petriable. Everything else is Petriable. So other than that, I mean, simple fight, very healing intensive. You can use a lot of distilled wisdoms. Priests are going to be in groups and good to go. I'm probably going to pull in an extra healer, maybe or two, one or two, probably 13 healers. Maybe have Ilias swap. I'm not sure yet for Saf. So very healing intensive fight. And then
I found a picture, by the way, of one tick of Blizzard on this on Melee Stack. I posted up on Raid Chat. I'm trying to get the video going, but unfortunately, it's time capped on Twitch. But I'm asking a few people from Pog because we Melee got hit badly multiple times, and it was really bad. But that's one stack right there, so be aware about the damage.
Yep, can be nasty. Then move into KT. Pre-pop a Shadow, Arcane, Nature, fucking Frost Pot. If you fucking name it, it's popped. All right? Everything's getting pre-popped going into KT. Beginning, everybody stands in the circle jerking. Casters, mages, you guys are killing the big fucking Baroness looking bitches. Melee, we're killing the A-bombs when they get to the square, to the circle. We're going to be hodging them. And then whoever's tanking them turns them away from the raid. We kill them there.
Only trick, and you should all taunt the golems.
Yeah, make sure that they don't hit the melee at all. They hit hard, but pretty much they should die by the end of the Hodge. Melee, we're all shooting our bows. Make sure you have fucking ammo. Make sure you're shooting the little skeletons. You never want to get hit by them. If you get hit by them, you're pretty much, from what I understand, dead. So you don't ever want to, you don't ever want to get hit by them. Casters, you guys can all shoot them. Hunters, you guys more prio on the little skeletons as well. And it's like it's anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. I don't know. How long is the prep phase on DP right now? Is it 3 or 5 minutes? Anna.
On top of my head, I don't know. Also, I found a video and I sent it to you.
Okay.
Well, and I'll assume 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know that it used to be 5, and then they swapped it to 3, and then shit like that.
It was 5. They swapped it to 3. When the TBC pre-patch came out, it swapped back to 5.
Yeah.
But I think they fixed it.
I think it's 3.
Oh yeah, Melee, you definitely want to look at this video that's on the screen right now.
As you see, Blizzard here, Blizzard here. Falls fails, you can just fucking get out of the way, and it is what it is. Oh man, see the
If you're behind the block this close to the boss, you have to untarget the boss. Otherwise, you can still get hit behind the block. Like you have to hit.
Yeah, make sure you're not like attacking the boss
Like
when you're behind him.
Must,
yep.
But like way more intense because you can just instantly die instead.
And some of the fucking luckiest fucking blizzards I've ever seen, though. Jesus Christ. I can't believe they still haven't gotten one on them yet.
Yeah, Saffron sucks at aiming, not gonna lie.
Yep, here comes the
Yeah,
blizzard.
it's all very... Oh.
Yeah.
So much damage.
Soul Rage is insta dead.
Swipe.
Yep, and then there's like 3. There's so many here. Like, you see how...
Yeah, look at all these people
like,
oh, someone died too.
Yep, so...
Rest in piss, bozo.
You see him charge through, like intercept through the blizzard and get stopped halfway.
definitely didn't work the way how they wanted it to.
Yeah, pretty shitty.
Oh, that's where Jenny died. Jenny died with he just got 80-ish too. That was the very first one.
Wait, how did they just die?
Probably ice blast.
I,
Yep, just tick
I
down.
think they fucked up doing something.
Heal
They
track's
were
dead.
supposed to petri, but they didn't.
Yep.
Heal tracks died. Oh no.
Can be a nasty boss. Can be
Murdoch.
pretty fucking nasty.
Miss playing with
But yeah,
Murdoch.
man, variable as fuck.
Is there any reason to be like? Should we be popping health pots in
No.
the fight at all?
No.
or-
No,
Always
you
frost.
need to be using your frost pot, dude.
Frost pot on cooldown.
Basically, health pots aren't a thing.
They're fucking irrelevant. Yeah. Hellstones? Fuck yeah. Everybody should have a
Cool.
Hellstone, you know.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, I don't even have health pots in my bag, so.
You can, if you time it right, you can get 2 ticks of a bandage off.
Okay, well, that's assuming that I have my bandages above 102.
Everybody walks in
Let's just say
together.
my 27 mage has better bandages than my 60.
Everybody's vibing in the middle. KT has a few abilities. He has a frostbolt volley, which is not kickable and just does an AoE frostbolt to everybody. Just some chip damage. He does an actual frostbolt, which he targets like one person. That is kickable. That will be.
That is the tank buster. That'll do 10k
Yeah,
frost
it does
damage.
a ton of damage. We will be having kick rotations. He does an ice tomb, which is pretty much the same as Saf's, but on crack. It does 104% of your HP pool, and it chains to everybody there. So chains to everybody. It's like within 10 yards, I believe, give or take.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's over 5 seconds, so it does 104% of your HP pool in 5 seconds. So doing the quick math of renew does not heal it. Prayer healing should do enough, give or take.
It's okay, but the problem is, Priest, you must save your power word shield for the people who get frost tombed. It is so important that you have that, and no one has weakened soul.
Yeah.
You must save it for that very exact moment. If you don't, there's a high probability that whoever's in that tomb will die.
And if people fuck up, you can get 2 melee stacks entombed, and it is very not fun. So
That happens a lot in softcore.
yeah, ideally it doesn't happen on in our run, but it can happen. When there will be 4 melee fully marked, it is super important that you stay on the tips of KT's, like the little wings there. You'll see it in the video, but that you are max melee range, the whole 9 yards, and that's the most important thing on KT. And he also does a shadow fissure, which will pick a random person and put it under their feet. If it goes on the main tank's group, and we have to move, like for the most part, you always want to step back if you get like a shadow fissure. If it's on the main tank and the main tank has to move, and I call for like new center because it's not going to be in the same, like in the dead center of the room, we're not going to try to move KT. Everybody else has to move with KT. It's not something we're going to try to move KT, because that's when you get a chain tomb and then fucking 2 melee groups are chained in a tomb. So
And when the melee have to move from a shadow fissure, you must go backwards. You cannot go side to side.
yeah, you cannot go left and right. You need to go straight back so you don't chain a tomb. That he also does a fear. Well, he does not a fear, a mind control. So magic dust with the macro mouse over macro is king. It'll always mind control the top threat. So always the main tank. So most likely always me. And then 3 other people. It'll be 3 completely random people. That's who does it. So
Yeah, all the tanks are going to be fighting to get that threat back.
yeah, all
Reset.
the 4 tanks need to be Fury Prot, pumping the shit out of threat. I don't really care who's top threat. It just needs to be one of us 4. Then he comes over.
I threw the mouse over macro for Magic Dust into raid chat.
So there's like this one, this tip, this tip, this tip, this tip. Those are the 4 tips that melee need to be on when, like, as I'm kiting it over. Shadow Fissure right here.
Like, adjust to your max range.
Yep. And then you adjust to max range. Make sure you're max range before groups. I believe they don't do per group for kicking. They just split it in half, and fucking star and square are kick 1, and X and moon are kick 2. Because he doesn't do it that often that it's like you're not gonna have your kicks up. And some do around the circle or whatever. It doesn't really matter. That way, in my opinion, it's better to just split it in half and do 2, because then sometimes he'll do a Frostbolt while a Shadow Fissure goes out, and then that group can't kick. So it's better to just fucking split it in half and just have 2 groups kicking every other Frostbolt. So it'd be like group, like kick 1, then kick 2. And Shadow Fissure is randomly going out. It's not always going to be the same every KT fight. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Here's the AoE. Well, here's the mind control. Chose web developer. Chose this guy. Chose.
It's 3 mind controls, not 4.
Oh, it's 3? Okay, even better.
Yeah.
So
Please.
top threat and then 2 others. So it chose a paladin and 1 other warrior.
Yeah.
Instant fucking sleeping dust.
2 more mind controls went out on Brandwaffen and a mage.
Really?
I think 5 total.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Warlock
shit,
and a
yeah.
mage. Yep.
Also, mage, whoever is top threat that's right under tank, you must petri immediately. If you look at the chat
Yep.
where you see Anastaria or Carnage,
Yep.
he's always top threat, so he immediately knew.
Yep. As
that he
soon
needed
as
to
it
cast
goes
that, otherwise
out.
he would've died.
Yep. As soon as it goes out, you have to immediately petri, because it's like it's pretty much a full threat drop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a full threat drop. The ignites keep going. If you don't,
When are you dropping that?
as soon as the MCs go out, mind controls. Whoever is the ignite mage has to immediately petri.
Okay.
He does it instinctively. It's like literally point.
Like you're just hovering the fucking shit out of that, because if you don't, he's gonna instantly run over to you and he gets super fucked. It's really bad. Yeah, or you'll kill other people doing like not petching it and all that shit.
Can you go
so.
back real quick? Can you show him mind controlling, like what it looks like when
It's
you
just an
split it
insta cast.
up? Okay.
Yep, it's just instant cast. You see red bars. Your teammates are there.
And then
he petchered. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And is that because the mind control people are coming for you?
No, it's full threat drop. Unless you want to tank KT, I don't think you do. So.
This entire fight is about positioning, being in the right spot, and then managing the chaos of all these abilities. No one ability will kill you.
Then-
It is the combination of different circumstances.
Yeah, Fisher will kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, there are.
Yeah.
That'll just straight
Yeah. When this warrior when this warrior runs over and starts beating your fucking ass, tell you what, it does a lot of damage.
I tanked him. I tanked Wes.
Yeah, it's true. I could
He
take him
fucking
forever.
attacked me, dude. It was crazy. He did like 6,000 damage. He kind of was like at 8K.
Fisher should not kill you by itself.
Oh man. Oh, also priests, it's very important because we as priests can literally wipe the entire raid. When this guy starts coming at us, like when the fight actually starts, we must blow our fear ward. If we do not blow our fear ward, we get MC'd. Doesn't matter how many people are fucking fear warded. I'm sorry, we have to blow psychic screen.
Same with warriors. We will be blowing our AoE fear on the A bomb right at the end, like right at the end of the last A bomb pack. So.
It's a real
All that is super important.
Yeah.
And then at 40%, he spawns 5 guardians. 3 of them can be shackled. If you shackle any more than 3, they all break. So there's 2 that are loose. I've been toying with a pally tank idea, but I'm not really sure for the other 2. The only thing I'm worried about that is if he does another fucking AoE. Well, if he does another mind control, then it's just gonna go to the pally, which is kind of scary. Because he's spamming kings, you know.
Or magic does.
Well, it's even that. Like, KT does a mind control, threat drops, Paladin's over there spamming kings. He now gets threat, right? So, which he doesn't have to be spamming kings, I guess. Just has to stay above the other healers, but it's sketchy. So I'll probably just have an off tank go pick him up. So
Just have like lone
yeah.
bads.
Yeah, that's
Put on a
kind of the plan. They do hit decently hard, but it's nothing too crazy. You just pick up the 2 ads. The guardians,
Their
yeah.
mechanic,
I knew the guardian.
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, these right here. That's just beating the shit. Like this one's shackled. 3 of them can be shackled.
Can paladins use the turn undead to fear them? Or does that count?
I
in the same way
don't
as shackles?
I don't know.
That's not a shot.
I do not know that answer.
I think
I've
it would count.
I would assume now. I know you can I think you can frost trap them as a hunter. You can drop target dummies. They're fully tauntable. So if you're getting your fucking shit kicked in as a healer by one of these guys, just drop a fucking target dummy. They're tauntable.
Bugs build up thrash
was
stacks
about
as
to
well.
say.
So if they're not tanked for a bit, then they start to really fucking hurt.
I believe you can Hajj them and all of that, like all of those. I know you can Hajj them. I'm pretty sure.
But their main mechanic is every time they switch targets, they gain 10% permanent damage. So you don't. That's why you want one tank to just tank them, and that's the only time they swap threat. Every time they swap, they gain 10% permanent damage, and they thrash. Yeah.
Yeah. So, any questions? I know it was a good amount. I'm supposed to be driving to fucking New Holland to sell hay. Smile. This took a lot longer than I was expecting.
This hour?
Yeah. I mean, now's the best time. You know, fucking traffic. So.
Priest, the KT Shackler tracker is in Priest channel. I posted it up a few days ago. Just download it. Even if you're not shackling, I think you still have eyes on what's going on.
Damn, that mouse wheel is working overtime, dude.
Oh, one thing I didn't mention during the Raz fight is I think Tay is still in here.
You're good.
Tay,
Oh.
you're just gonna PI me.
Right off rip. As soon as that MC goes out,
Aizen
boom.
goes for it,
Yep.
Sounds good.